YouTube is one of the most iconic websites on the internet. The platform has over 2.49 billion monthly active users, meaning that 47% of the global internet users access YouTube monthly. This has made it the second largest social media platform, only behind Facebook. In fact, YouTube has become so significant that analysts claim that if YouTube was a standalone business, it would be worth around $400 billion, making it one of the largest companies in the world. But isn't it weird how there's no real like-for-like competitor to YouTube? Sure, you could argue that Facebook, Instagram and TikTok are YouTube competitors because they all compete for screen time. Or you might even argue that Netflix and Prime Video are YouTube competitors in the streaming space. However, when we narrow YouTube to what it essentially is, a video sharing platform allowing everybody to upload and watch videos, there is no real competition. But why? YouTube has already validated that there is a huge market for an online video sharing platform. And, based on its numbers, it's clear to see that building such a platform could be lucrative. Or would it? When we analyze YouTube and the market it competes in, it becomes clear that YouTube is quite different from all other platforms, and it is precisely this difference that makes it virtually impossible for a company to replicate YouTube and challenge its dominance in a meaningful way. A major reason why companies find it difficult to compete with YouTube is just the sheer amount of money needed to run such a service. In fact, from a financial side, a video sharing platform might not even be a good business. YouTube's revenue has been growing constantly. In 2023, the platform brought in a record $31.5 billion in revenue. However, revenue and revenue growth is just one part of a platform's financial performance. Running a business like YouTube is not cheap, considering that video streaming is one of the most expensive services to provide on the internet. Let's start with infrastructure. YouTube is home to billions of videos, and those videos need to be stored somewhere. This requires an enormous amount of server space. But it is not just about storage, it's also about accessibility. Every time someone clicks on a video, YouTube servers need to deliver that content instantly, regardless of whether the user is in New York, Nairobi, or New Delhi. To achieve this, YouTube relies on a vast network of data centers around the world, each packed with servers that consume enormous amounts of power to store and deliver content at lightning speeds. And to make matters even more expensive, those servers require constant maintenance and upgrades to handle the growing volume of videos and users. Then there's the cost of bandwidth, which is one of YouTube's biggest expenses. Every time you stream a video, YouTube pays for the data transfer that allows the video to reach your device. Now imagine billions of people streaming videos every day, some of them in ultra high definition. On top of that, there's content delivery optimization. YouTube doesn't just serve videos, it serves them in the most efficient way possible to ensure minimal buffering and the best quality experience. This involves developing and maintaining cutting-edge technology to compress videos, optimize playback, and adapt quality based on the user's internet connection. The research and development that go into these technologies requires significant investment. Google does not release information on YouTube's profitability, so there is no actual way to know whether the platform is profitable. However, many analysts speculate that YouTube is not profitable because of high costs associated with serving videos at this scale. But even if YouTube is profitable now, that doesn't mean a new platform would be. It took YouTube years of massive investment, building its audience and improving its technology before it started making money. A new platform would have to do the same, spend billions of dollars and wait years to grow big enough to turn a profit. Most companies cannot afford to take on that kind of risk or wait that long for a return on their investment. Even if a company had the resources to build a platform like YouTube from a technical side, the fact that YouTube started in 2005 and has been operating for almost 2 decades give it a competitive advantage that is very difficult to replicate. See, there are 3 main factors that determine the success of a video sharing platform like YouTube: content creators, viewers, and advertisers. And any potential YouTube competitor faces a big challenge, keeping these 3 groups balanced and engaged. Let's break it down. Without viewers, advertisers have no reason to invest. Without advertisers, creators lack a financial incentive to join the platform, and without creators, viewers don't have compelling content to watch. It's a fragile, interlocking loop. If one piece is missing, it affects the other two, which makes it incredibly hard for a platform to gain momentum. This loop can turn into a downward spiral if not managed well. YouTube, however, managed to escape this challenge, because in its early days, advertisers were not part of the picture. In its early days, YouTube was a simple video sharing site with no structured system for monetization. There were no ads, no sponsorship deals, and no pressure on creators to generate income from their content. This approach actually worked to YouTube's advantage. Creators posted videos for the pure enjoyment of sharing, and the platform became a community where content wasn't driven by profit, but by passion and creativity. Because of this, more and more people started uploading their own videos, which attracted more and more viewers who enjoyed this new, authentic content. As YouTube's audience grew, so did the variety of creators on the platform. Over time, this laid the groundwork for what would eventually become YouTube's monetization model. When advertisers saw the size and engagement of YouTube's audience, they recognized the opportunity to reach targeted groups of people. This eventually allowed YouTube to bring in advertisers and create a revenue sharing system that benefited creators and advertisers alike. But today, things are different. For any new video sharing platform, attracting creators isn't as simple. They have to find a way to make it financially viable for creators to join. Think about it. Why would a YouTuber, who is already making a steady income from YouTube's ads, leave to join another platform that offers no similar pay? This financial incentive is a key part of the puzzle, and without it, a new platform struggles to convince creators to make the switch. But attracting creators is only one part of the equation. YouTube also has a huge advantage when it comes to viewers, thanks largely to its massive content library. As of right now, there are just under 4 billion videos on YouTube. This means that the platform has amassed a massive library of videos that covers nearly every imaginable topic, from do-it-yourself tutorials and entertainment to news and educational content. And this is basically impossible to replicate, no matter how much money a company throws at content creation. YouTube's content library makes it difficult for viewers to abandon it simply because the amount, and also the variety, of content on other platforms does not even come close to YouTube's. Another factor that helps YouTube retain viewers is its recommendation algorithm. YouTube has been gathering data about its users for nearly 2 decades now. The platform knows what its users like, what makes them watch longer, what type of content they avoid, and what brings them back. All this data has been used to create a recommendation algorithm that can personalize each user's feed, ensuring they see videos that match their interests and keep them engaged for longer periods. This combination of YouTube's content library and its algorithm creates a powerful advantage over any new competitor in the video sharing space. The library draws people in, and the recommendation algorithm keeps them coming back. Together, they make YouTube an incredibly hard platform to compete with. As we can see, competing against YouTube's established ecosystem of creators, viewers, and advertisers is not an easy feat, especially in the current market environment. In order to do so, companies would have to invest a lot of money in a monetization structure, recommendation algorithm, content library, and more. This does not even take into account legal aspects like a copyright system that can identify copyright infringement and make it possible for owners to take down copied content. YouTube itself was able to develop all these things mainly because it started at a time when all these requirements were not essential to its platform. And once these requirements caught up, YouTube was already a giant platform serving millions of users every day. As we can see, YouTube's dominance as a video sharing platform is built on a combination of massive financial investment, nearly 2 decades of operational experience, an unrivaled content library, and a highly advanced recommendation algorithm. These factors create an ecosystem that is incredibly difficult to replicate, making YouTube not just a platform, but an institution in the digital age, one that remains virtually unchallenged in its space.